Somewhere in the Swiss Alps, a 14-year-old is skiing between classes. Not on a school trip, not as a reward. It's Tuesday afternoon, and skiing is literally on the timetable. His parents are paying more for this semester than most people pay for a house, and he's not even the most expensive student on this list. Today, we're ranking the 10 most expensive educations money can buy, from six-figure university degrees to boarding schools where the tuition includes a private ski chalet. By the end, you'll know exactly where the ultra-wealthy send their kids to learn and what it actually buys them. Stick around, because the difference between number 10 and number 1 is larger than most annual salaries. Number 10. University of Southern California, United States. We start in Los Angeles. USC isn't just expensive because of its film school reputation or its Hollywood connections. Its tuition and fees alone run into the low 70s of thousands of dollars a year, and that's before a single dollar of housing, food, or textbooks. Add those in, and a USC education can approach 6 figures annually. So what are you paying for? One of the most powerful alumni networks in entertainment, a campus built for networking as much as studying, and a degree that opens doors in an industry where who you know often matters as much as what you know. Number 9. Harvard University, United States. Yes, Harvard makes the list, and it might surprise you that it's not higher. The world's most famous university now charges close to $90,000 a year. Once tuition, housing, and food are combined, what's fascinating is that Harvard's enormous endowment means a large share of students actually pay far less than sticker price through financial aid. So this number represents the ceiling, not the average. But if you're paying full price, you're funding one of the best resource universities that has ever existed. Number 8. University of Chicago, United States. This is where American higher education tips into truly elite territory. The University of Chicago now holds the title of the single most expensive university in the United States, with total annual costs, tuition, fees, room, and board, landing close to $100,000 a year. Chicago built this reputation on rigor, not luxury. Its economics department alone has produced more Nobel laureates than most countries. You're not paying for comfort here. You're paying for intensity. Number 7. Eton College, United Kingdom. Now we cross the Atlantic to the school that has produced more British prime ministers than any other institution on the planet. Eton's fees have climbed past $80,000 a year, following recent tax changes on UK private education. And that number is still rising. 1,300 boys live and study across 25 boarding houses on a campus that predates the founding of most modern nations. Eton was established in 1440. You're not just buying an education. You're buying 6 centuries of institutional power and a network that quite literally runs a country. Number 6. Tasius, Switzerland, back to the Alps, near Lugano. Tasius blends American and international curricula with full Swiss boarding, and its annual fees now sit north of $100,000 once tuition and boarding are combined. Structured cultural trips are built directly into the calendar. This isn't summer camp. It's the actual academic year, threaded with international travel as a graduation requirement, rather than an optional extra number 5. Aiglon College, Switzerland. Aiglon is where the price tag starts scaling with age. Younger students pay a fraction of what older students pay. And by the time a student reaches their final 2 years, fees climb toward $180,000 annually. The school's IB results are genuinely elite, with a 100% pass rate and an average score most universities would fight over. Aiglon has also quietly funded well over 100 scholarship students since the 1990s. So this isn't purely a school for the wealthy. It's a school where the wealthy subsidize everyone else. Number 4. College Alpin International, Beausoleil, Switzerland. Beausoleil pushes past $165,000 a year, and it's consistently ranked among the very best boarding schools on the planet, not just the most expensive. Set in the Swiss mountains, it mixes rigorous IB academics with alpine sports most schools couldn't dream of offering. This is the price point where school starts to functionally mean resort. Number 3. Institut La Rosey, Switzerland. For generations, La Rosey has been called the most expensive school on earth, and depending on the year, it still might be. Founded in 1880 on the shores of Lake Geneva, La Rosey runs 2 campuses. Students spend most of the year at Rolla, then relocate entirely to a private campus in Gstaad each winter, where skiing becomes part of daily instruction. Fees land between $130,000 and $145,000 a year. 400 students, 60-plus nationalities, 0-day students. Everyone boards. This is old European money at its most literal. Number 2. Leysin American School, Switzerland. This one might be the biggest surprise on the list. Leysin doesn't have Eton's history or La Rosey's legendary status, but its all-inclusive annual fee has climbed past $200,000, covering full academics, room, and board in one number. Family run for 3 generations, it enrolls 300 students from over 60 countries. It's proof that reputation and price tag don't always move together. Sometimes the most expensive door isn't the most famous one. Number 1. Institut auf dem Rosenberg, Switzerland. And the single most expensive school in the world is Institut auf dem Rosenberg. In the 2025 Spears Schools Index, the definitive ranking of ultra-elite education, Rosenberg topped every other institution on the planet, including every name we've already covered. Classes average around 8 students. Instruction blends business, finance, and etiquette alongside traditional academics, preparing students not just for university, but for running companies, and in some cases, countries. The exact fee is closely guarded, and it varies by program. But industry reporting consistently places it above every other school on earth. A title Rosenberg has now held for multiple years running, so there it is. From a $90,000 year at Harvard to a Swiss boarding school, where the tuition alone could buy a house in most of the world. What's wild isn't just the price. It's what the price actually buys. Not better textbooks, but better rooms. The rooms where the next generation of CEOs, prime ministers, and billionaires sit next to each other for 4 years before any of them have made a single dollar. Which one shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments. And if you want the 10 most expensive universities specifically, no boarding schools this time, let me know, and I'll build that ranking next.